Om Sri Narasimhaswamy Banavara. Sri Guru Samhita, the legend of the Supreme Guru. Original in Marathi as Sri Guru Charitra by Sri Gangadhara Saraswati. Composition in Sanskrit by His Holiness Sri Vasudevananda Saraswati, also known as Tembe Maharaj. This translation into English is provided by Dr. Narasimhaswamy Banavara. Chapter 51. The Supreme Guru's pilgrimage to Sri Saila and attainment of divine and supreme bliss. Salutations to Lord Ganapati. Salutations to Lord Dattatreya. 1. Namadharaka said, O great and respected Guru Siddha, tell me the rest of the story. You stated that the Supreme Guru went to the Muslim Nawab's palace and was worshipped there by the Nawab with great devotion. 2. You mentioned that the Supreme Guru later returned to Gandharvanagara. What did the great soul do after he arrived in Gandharvanagara? O Benevolent One, O great man, please describe in detail the story to me, whom I am filled with special devotion. 3. Then Guru Siddha said, My child, O Namadharaka, I shall describe the legends of the Supreme Guru who dispels all sins, who grants devotees all their desires, who looks after his devotees just like a nanny does, and who grants all kinds of boons to his devotees. Listen. 4. The Supreme Guru, who is indeed the creator of the universe, granted darshan to the Muslim Nawab and came back to Gandharvanagara. Later, he analyzed all the events that are transcribed that day and decided that it was best that he disappeared from the common view of the world. 5. The greatness of the Supreme Guru had spread far and wide. Even the Muslim Nawab had come from afar and had sought refuge with the Supreme Guru. Among the Muslim families, only the Nawab was a true devotee of the Supreme Guru. The others were not devotees like the Nawab. 6. The Supreme Guru thought to himself, Therefore, I should become invisible. I shall start from here with the excuse of going on a pilgrimage to Sri Saila. Thus the Supreme Guru, who is the very manifestation of divinity, decided and left from the Sangama for Sri Saila. 7. Thus the Supreme Guru decided that becoming invisible was the best strategy given the circumstances. Then, O child, he got ready to proceed on the journey to Sri Saila, along with his disciples. Realizing this, all the devotees were filled with sorrow. They went to the Supreme Guru and said, 8. The devotees said, Alas, O Supreme Guru, you were our only hope of life. Your darshan would solve all our problems, even our private ones. You are pushing us into the fire of worries, and you are abandoning us. It is not right that you push us away like this. 9. Thus the devotees sought refuge at the feet of the Supreme Guru with special devotion and with extreme sorrow. They said, O Lord, why are you going away leaving us all like this? You are the protector of the weak and the downtrodden. You are the family relative for sick people suffering from diseases. Why are you going away suddenly? 10. You are like an invaluable treasure. You are the primary support for the steadfastness of our minds. You are the protector of all rituals, including penance. You are the Kamadhenu, the all-wish-fulfilling celestial cow. We are the calves of this cow. So, why are you abandoning us? You are our well-wisher. Why are you pushing us, weak people, away from you? 11. Your darshan vanquishes all sins and is extremely holy. Every day you protected all of us from the terrible troubles, miseries and difficulties with your divine darshan. Where are you going away now? Why are you not fulfilling all our desires? 12. You are like a mother to all of us. How can you abandon us, your children, and go away from here? Is it right to just go away like this? You are our mother, you are our father, you are our guru, and you are our friend. O Father, O Lord, please do not go away from here. O Supreme Guru, please do not go away from here. 13. Thus abandoning their pride, all the devotees came and requested the Supreme Guru in several ways. They were shivering with fright. Upon their request, the Supreme Guru smiled and consoled all of them. He said, with affection and mercy towards all of you, I have decided that I will remain eternally in Gandharvanagara. 14. O people, I shall remain forever in this village. I shall perform my daily rituals at the Sangama itself. This is the truth. After my rituals, I shall return in the afternoon to the Nirguna Matha, that is monastery, surrounded by my dear devotees and disciples. O devotees, I shall remain invisible to the common eyes of the world. This is only for the sake of your well-being. Note, Nirguna means devoid of all gunas or qualities of the nature. Here the Supreme Guru and his Matha transcends all the material qualities of the universe. 15. Whoever serves me with complete faith and devotion, whoever has a firm and steadfast belief in me, whoever has a pure heart, such great devotees and emotional people are very dear to me. Only people who have deep affection for me shall obtain my darshan. Such people will vanquish their ignorance. 16. O great devotees, in the morning I shall bathe in the divine river Krishna, which destroys all forms of sins, and shall perform my daily rituals near the holy Ashwatha tree. In the afternoon I shall come to the river Bhima. 17. O disciples, I shall bathe in the holy Sangama of the rivers Bhima and Amaraja again. After my afternoon rituals, I shall come to the Nirguna Matha in Gandharvanagara and accept the worship you offer to Lord Shiva. I speak the truth, do not worry. When the assuring Chintamani is near you, why do you worry about being miserable? 18. O intelligent people, I have assured you 3 times that I speak the truth. Do not doubt my words. I shall remain in the Nirguna Matha in Gandharvanagara every afternoon. At that time, I shall inquire about the welfare of all my devotees. I shall fulfill all the desires of my true devotees. This is an excellent opportunity for all of you to be with me. This is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. 19. Whoever has steadfast devotion in my Nirguna Padukas, that is sandals, whoever has immense and special devotion, combined with affection towards me, such devotees are always very dear to me. They shall always reside in me. Their minds and hearts shall become pure. They shall attain fulfillment of all their desires and wishes. This is the truth. 20. O devotees, understand this. The holy Ashwatha tree is indeed the Kalpavriksha, the all-wish-fulfilling celestial tree. It stands here before you. It is partial to my devotees. It only accepts true devotion from them. It shall vanquish all their diseases and afflictions. It belongs to those people who have gained victory over their negative emotions, such as karma, that is lust, krodha, that is anger, lobha, that is greed, mada, that is intoxication and pride, moha, that is passion and obsession, and matsarya, that is jealousy. The holy Ashwatha tree becomes quickly pleased with the people who serve and worship it. 21. Bathe in the Sangama according to the procedures and worship the holy Ashwatha tree with profound devotion. That is my residence. That residence shall dispel all your illusions. Additionally, in Gandharvanagara is my ashram, which is beautiful, graceful, and which vanquishes all misfortunes. If a devotee worships my Nirguna Padukas, which have been established there, then he shall not be troubled by delusions or other troubles. 22. If a person is very much troubled, then if he worships the Chintamani Ganapati, who destroys all impediments, with profound devotion, then he shall attain fulfillment of all his desires in a matter of moments. Just by having darshan of Lord Ganapati, one will be freed from all impediments and hindrances. 23. Lord Ganapati vanquishes all forms of obstacles. He does not know even a shred of sorrow. He destroys all forms of sorrows. He is the Lord of all impediments. He is the Lord Chintamani Ganapati. Whoever worships this Lord Ganapati with deep devotion, and whoever bathes in the 8 tirthas with sankalpa, that is Solomon vow, and with devotion, such people shall definitely attain fulfillment of all their desires and wishes. They shall also attain salvation right here. 24. Whether a person is filled with desires or whether he has no desires at all, whoever worships my Nirguna Padakas 3 times a day, complete with blissful arati, that is divine light, and strings of light, and with chants and praises, I shall fulfill every desire and wish of such devotees. 25. Thus the Supreme Guru, Sri Narasimhaswamy Banavara, advised his devotees with quintessential words of wisdom and departed for Sri Saila. Meanwhile, the devotees returned to the Mata in Gandharvanagara, contemplating on the Supreme Guru at every step of the way. They attained much knowledge by hearing the Supreme Guru's words of wisdom with their own ears. 26. The devotees meditated on the lotus feet of Supreme Guru again and again and returned to the Mata. Lo and behold, there they saw the Supreme Guru again. They were all surprised. What an amazing event this is. Then the devotees began to speak among themselves. The Supreme Guru is definitely the manifestation of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. He is not at any one place. Rather, he is all over the universe. We are indeed fortunate people to have had darshan of this great person. 27. Whoever considers the Supreme Guru to be an ordinary human being is devoid of all devotion. Such a sinner shall definitely go to hell. Whoever worships and prays to the Supreme Guru, considering him as equipped with immense and unsurpassed greatness, shall cross this difficult ocean of life. Such is the incarnation of the Supreme Lord. 28. Thus, while the devotees were talking among themselves, the Supreme Guru was seen no more. If the Supreme Guru ever grants darshan to a good and devoted person, it will be that person's immense fortune. Such is the greatness of an incarnation. Then the Supreme Guru disappeared from the common eyes of the world. Therefore, one must never say that the Supreme Guru is in this world no more. 29. The Supreme Guru thus granted darshan in person and then left immediately for Sri Saila. The great soul bathed in the holy river Patala Ganga and sat down on the banks of the river to perform his rituals. 30. He summoned his disciples and said to them, O disciples, prepare a suitable flower seat for me. I shall sit on that flower seat and go to that place where all the characteristics of the Supreme Lord are present and are flourishing. People who stray from the righteous path cannot see me anymore, as they are filled with evil qualities. 31. The disciples agreed to do the needful. They brought beautiful and divine lotuses and flowers. They brought banana stem and tied them together to prepare an excellent, beautiful and comfortable flower seat for the Supreme Guru. They decorated the seat beautifully. 32. They thus prepared an excellent and extremely holy flower seat and set it on the waters of the river. It was a grand and amazing sight. Then the Supreme Guru blessed them and said, You may all go back to the village according to your wishes. May all of you be blessed with eternal and immense happiness. 33. Hearing those words, all the disciples began to cry loudly and uncontrollably. Then the Supreme Guru consoled all the crying devotees again and again. He said, All of you go back to the village of Gandharvanagara. Dear devotees, I shall remain there forever. Go soon. 34. The Supreme Guru had devised a plan to become invisible to non-devotees and always grant darshan to the people who have true faith and devotion. That plan was truly an extraordinary devotion. He said, I shall always remain without any impediments in the homes of my true devotees. 35. After saying these words, the Supreme Guru happily sat down on the flower seat. Thus the great Lord completed his journey, which was unique, extraordinary and perfect on this earth, and departed for the ultimate and greatest abode. 36. It was Uttarayana, that is the period of the sun's progress to the north of the equator, the middle of the winter season, the month of Magha, and the first day of the dark half of the lunar fortnight. The star of the day was Pusha, and it was Friday. 37. Jupiter was in Virgo, and the sun was in Aquarius. It was the Bahudaya Samvatsara, that is year. It was a very auspicious time and a very holy day. All the gods happily showered flowers upon the Supreme Guru. 38. The flower seat carrying the Supreme Guru was going downstream in the swirling and swift waters of the river. Happily seated on the flower seat with a calm and peaceful demeanor, the Supreme Guru announced, O dear disciples, I am going back to my true abode. I shall send back the prasada flowers for you. 39. Only the 4 disciples that I have appointed should take the prasada flowers. They should take the flowers and with profound devotion to me should worship my Nirguna Padukas. That will grant them fulfillment of all their desires. 40. I like songs very much, therefore one must regularly sing songs in my praise so that I may be pleased. Additionally, in your homes, you must all recite my legends in my various incarnations. I shall reside in such homes forever. 41. Whoever praises me with sweet and beautiful words and hymns, I shall happily reside in the homes of that person. There will not be room for any kind of fear in such homes. The goddess of wealth shall bestow immense richness upon that family. Such a person will not fall into the web of moha, that is passion and obsession. 42. My blessings are always with people who have true faith in me. Those blessings shall vanquish all diseases, poverty, and sins. Such people shall have immense fortune, see their children and grandchildren, live a long and contented life, and finally attain salvation. 43. Whoever recites my extraordinary and unique legend, and whoever listens to it with steadfast devotion, such people are very dear to me. The goddess of wealth shall bestow her immense grace on the families of such people, and their children shall be prosperous. There is no doubt in this. My words are true. 44. The Bhaktavatsala, Supreme Guru, announced these words to his disciples. As they were looking at him, he disappeared. All the devotees were astounded, seeing the Supreme Guru had disappeared from their sight. 45. All the devotees and disciples were standing on the banks of the river, looking forlorn and lost. At that time, some boatmen who navigate the boats on the river came upstream. They came to the banks of the river and said, O devotees of the Supreme Guru, we saw with our own eyes the godlike Supreme Guru in the middle of the river. 46. O disciples, listen to our words. An amazing miracle happened today. Today we saw an extremely holy ascetic and saint seated on a flower, seated in the middle of the swirling waters of the river. He was looking calm and peaceful. 47. We saw that he was holding a danda, that is staff, in one hand and a kamandalo, that is water bowl, in the other. He was in the form of an ascetic. He told us to convey this message for all the disciples and devotees who were standing on the banks of the river. 48. The ascetic said to us, My name is Narasimhaswamy Saraswati. Give the message to my disciples and devotees that I am now entering the plantain grove, and that all of them should go back to Gandharvanagara. 49. The boatman said, The ascetic told us to tell you that all of you should abandon your delusion and your sorrow. O devotees, you have to go back to Gandharvanagara. We saw the greatest ascetic of all today. It seemed to us that he was wearing glittering golden sandals on his feet. 50. We have conveyed the saint's message to you. Go back to your homes in peace. O disciples, be filled with respect and devotion and continue to perform good deeds. You will attain happiness and salvation as a result of those deeds. 51. Prasada flowers that the Supreme Guru will send back shall come in this river. Only you should accept those flowers. That is what the Supreme Guru had said in his message. Saying this, the boatman left the place. 52. All the people who had gathered on the banks of the river heard the words of the boatman. They contemplated on the divine nectar-like message of the Supreme Guru and continued to sing praises of the Supreme Guru's fame. They stood there awaiting the arrival of the prasada flowers. 53. Suddenly 4 prasada flowers that the Supreme Guru had sent back came floating upstream from the middle of the river. The 4 primary disciples of the Supreme Guru accepted the fortune-bringing flowers with profound devotion. 54. Then Namadarka was filled with doubt. He asked Guru Siddha, O Guru Siddha, who were the 4 disciples, primary disciples of the Supreme Guru, who all accepted the flowers from the Supreme Guru? 55. Guru Siddha said, O Namadaraka, the Supreme Guru was benevolent and merciful towards everyone. He was everybody's well-wisher. So, he had several disciples in Gandharvanagara. Some of them were sannyasis, others were householders. 56. The Supreme Guru himself sent all his disciples who were sannyasis on a long pilgrimage. I had mentioned this to you earlier, but I shall mention the 4 important disciples who were sent on the long pilgrimage. 57. They were Sri Bala Saraswati, Sri Krishna Saraswati, Sri Upendra Saraswati, and Sri Madhava Saraswati. 58. All the 4 had left on the long pilgrimage according to the command of the Supreme Guru. All the householders who were devotees of the Supreme Guru had obtained assurance and blessing from the Supreme Guru and had returned with confidence to their respective homes. The Supreme Guru had happily proceeded on the unique and amazing journey to Sri Saila with 4 disciples. 59. The first person was Sayamdeva, who was constantly contemplating on the Supreme Guru. The second person was Nandi Sharma, who was an accomplished poet. The third person was Narakesari, who was a unique poet bar none. And the fourth person was me, who am unique and who am always contemplating on the Supreme Guru. 60. The 4 of us accepted the prasada flowers. The flowers are very dear to all of us. This is the prasada flower. O Namadharaka, look at this flower. I worshipped the padukas of the Supreme Guru with this flower. Saying this, Guru Siddha showed Namadharaka the flower. 61. Guru Siddha continued, if we thus start to describe the greatness of the Supreme Guru, there is no limit to it. I am not competent to describe everything in detail without leaving any part of it. I have described to you only some portion of the legend of the Supreme Guru. This is the great and unique legend. You always remember it and continue to recite it. 62. I have described the details of the legend of the Supreme Guru with special respect. This is Kamadhenu, the all-wish fulfilling celestial cow. It is an inferno that burns away the forest of poverty, sins, and diseases. It has the power to grant the entire wealth of abundant forests of Kalpavriksha, the all-wish fulfilling celestial tree. 63. Whoever writes this holy Guru Charitra, whoever recites this extremely holy legend, and whoever listens to this divine legend, such people shall be inspired by this amazing legend. Such people shall experience limitless and unsurpassed bliss both in this world and in the next world. 64. Such people shall enjoy the joys of this world with their children and grandchildren. Their family shall prosper. Both the maternal and paternal ancestors of such people shall remain in eternal bliss. Such people shall definitely attain all the four Purushastras of Dharma, that is righteousness, artha, wealth and prosperity, kama, gratification of desire, and moksha, salvation. The true devotee of the Supreme Guru shall always attain fortune. 65. Namadharaka intently and devotedly listened to the divine legend of the Supreme Guru as narrated by Guru Siddha and attained liberation from the bonds of Maya, that is illusion. Instantly his body was electrified. His desires became fulfilled. Thus, after hearing the nectar-like words of Guru Siddha, Namadharaka was overwhelmed with happiness. He became a great poet. The great devotee of the Supreme Guru lived a long and contented life with his children and grandchildren. Fortune, wealth and prosperity never abandoned his home. 67. A person who listens to the Guru Charitra completely shall experience unique bliss. This legend is Kamadhenu and grants fulfillment of all one's desires and wishes. One must listen to this divine legend every day without fail and must relish it thoroughly. 68. This Guru Charitra is a nectar-like water tent in the middle of this inferno of life. Always drink this nectar. This legend shall grant dharma, artha, kama, the road to the divine Vedas, good intellect, memory, and finally salvation. 69. Whoever has a strong and intense desire to beget children and grandchildren must recite the Guru Charitra with special interest and devotion. Whoever listens to the divine Guru Charitra every day without fail, such people are blessed by Goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, who shall remain in their homes forever. 70. Just by listening to this divine legend, one can attain all the four Purushastras. Just by listening to this divine legend, one can vanquish all misfortunes. The Supreme Guru, Sri Narasimha Saraswati, shall protect such devotees. Thus states Saraswati, the son of Gangadhara. 71. Therefore, the Brahmin Gangadhara son Saraswati says, O listener, I implore you, listen to the holy Guru Charitra, which helps you quickly attain fulfillment of all your desires and wishes. 72. Even though a person is drowning in the material issues and pleasures of this world, the holy Sri Guru Charitra shall help him attain true spiritual achievements. It helps guide the people who are in progressive path in the material world onto the path of absistence and renunciation. It grants fulfillment of all desires and wishes of the common people. May all people realize that the holy Guru Charitra vanquishes all misfortune. 73. Sri Narasimha Saraswati and no one else is the primary reason for the beginning and for the completion of the composition of this great legend. He has been my support all along. I pray to the Supreme Guru to show me the right path in life. Om Tat Sat. Om, this is truth. Thus ends chapter 51 in the Bhakti Kaanda in the dialogue between Guru Siddha and Namadharaka in the text known as the Legend of Narasimha Saraswati, authored by Gangadhara Saraswati in the Marathi language as Sri Guru Charitra, and referred to as Sri Guru Samhita, composed in the Sanskrit language by His Holiness Sri Vasudevananda Saraswati. His Holiness Sri Vasudevananda Saraswati, the author of the Sri Guru Samhita in Sanskrit, states, I composed over 100 slokas, verses every day. On 5 days, I composed over 200 slokas a day. I, Vasudevananda Saraswati, have gathered material from several ancient and vernacular texts of supreme quality and have composed this Sri Guru Samhita. May the Supreme Guru Sri Narasimha Saraswati be pleased with this work. Here ends chapter 51. The Supreme Guru's pilgrimage to Sri Saila and attainment of divine and supreme bliss. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.